Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Popcorn and Coffee Table Talk. I'm your host, Jesse, and with me, as always, I have Jay here,
Yeah, hey, how's it going?
and then Colin's in there on
Yeah.
the
How's it going?
soundboard.
Yeah. And we are recording on 4th of July weekend. So if you hear loud booms, it is fireworks going off.
Yeah, we are not near Chicago that close.
I was gonna say, gonna
Nice.
say Iraq, but yeah, any one of those places. So break. Nope.
Redacted.
That's that new Peel movie, Nope. Comes out in a couple weeks.
Yes. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm excited for it. I know Colin's excited.
Definitely.
That's
Are
right.
you?
Yeah.
Where do we land on his other two movies?
So we had what? Get Out.
Get Out and then Us.
Us. I thought Us was better than Get Out. I like both of them, but they're not like.
Have you seen?
I
it?
still haven't watched Us yet, so I'll probably watch that before I go and see Nope. I really enjoyed Get Out. I just thought story-wise it was fantastic. Acting was, whatever, but
I thought Us was better. This is just gonna be something else. I thought Us was a little scarier, just tense, I guess. I don't like the way either of them ended. I don't think he's good at ending stories.
Oh, really?
That is true. Yeah.
They're just so outlandish that I think it takes away from the story altogether.
Maybe.
Like literally, what Get Out was white people literally taking black people's body parts and putting them inside themselves. Like
I think they're putting their brains into black people's bodies.
Yes, that's what it wasn't.
oh, still just as outlandish.
Yeah,
That's
it wasn't
still
mutilations.
That's same thing. And then Us, I don't want to spoil it for him, but it was even crazier than that.
Yeah, they kind of start in semi-grounded
Yeah.
and on This Is Not.
That's the only thing that makes me nervous about this one, because it seems it's an 11 on the scale of crazy.
What they're showing already is a lot more than I thought they would.
I know.
Yeah.
So he's fine. I think he's good at tension, and he's good at not letting that dissipate too much throughout the course of the movie. But
Yeah.
I would disagree with you in terms of storytelling. I think it's lacking.
I really, not to change subjects real fast, I really feel like I'm in The Patriot right now. Like, I'm gonna,
Our children will learn of it with their own eyes. Now I want to watch Patriot.
yes, we should. But we got better things to
On
do.
other notes, Stranger Things 4 shatters Nielsen's streaming top 10 charts record. Does it shatter it?
It shattered something.
It shattered it.
It shattered my hopes for the ending.
Shattered my expectations. Heyo. No, of course it does though. Everybody loves it. Everybody loves the show. Everybody's watching it. Colin, did you watch it?
The Stranger Things. I haven't seen anything.
So apparently
since the
everybody
second
doesn't watch
season.
I'm just kidding.
I'm the 0.01% that.
It's very low. It's very low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I mean, we talked about this on our YouTube that we recorded.
Movie review, yeah.
Yeah, so you guys can
Series
check that
review.
out on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
That where we just talked about this last season of Stranger Things, so we won't go into super detail with it.
Yeah, there's not much else to say on those fronts.
I think there was something we didn't address though on the YouTube, the movie review that we did, and that was the homosexual undertones that we were getting from.
It was a lot more aggressive than it normally.
Yeah.
Okay, so last season they had started to introduce a few characters that were obviously homosexuals, and that's a whole discussion in and of itself.
Yeah.
In terms of is this okay? Is this not okay? I understand there are elements of our society where that's present, but again, it's one thing to have a gay character, which I am not opposed to. It's another thing for the people behind the directors, for lack of a better word, shoving it in your face.
Right.
If you have a gay character, okay, there's gay people in the real world, and so to have it in the movie isn't unrealistic.
Right.
But to just have that agenda shoved down your throat is something
Yeah.
that I don't want to see.
Mm-hmm.
And there's examples of good. I've seen movies that have homosexual characters, and the movies that I really like, they are. But this was a little much, I feel like.
Yeah, it was you could definitely tell, like, with Will towards Mike is what it was, and I mean, he painted him a picture, like,
And then
Todd
all
from
of
the Wedding
Robin's
Crashers. It was
All of Robin's stuff too was. Then again,
that stuff had been established. I don't care about that as much because she was established in the get-go as a lesbian character. So that one, really bother me as much. The fact now that they're making Will like
Have feelings.
they were
for him.
friends growing up, and now he has feelings for him. That's like I'm like, come on. What
It's
are we
just again, there's so many arguments out there. It goes back to the Captain America Bucky Barnes thing, and there's so many. So like, if you have two straight males, they can't just be friends for some reason,
Right.
You know.
I mean, look at us.
I don't know. I don't know why. Like, why do we always? Why do they always have to be?
They don't see it on the cameras, but it's us behind them.
It's just frustrating.
Yeah.
It's frustrating more than
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
But what are you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood. And then you have Taran Edgerton coming out and saying he's been talking to Kevin. Stop.
What did I say?
Stop.
He called it.
What?
I called Taran Edgerton. I said he would make a great Wolverine.
Okay, first of all,
I did this. I made this happen.
they're in vague talks for him to be in the MCU, not Wolverine. He wants to be in the MCU. It's never been established that that's the character he wants, but he has made references to Hugh Jackman. Taran Edgerton has. So, will this happen? Will this not happen? Is this what we want to see happen?
I said this.
Probably has to say he's looking for an MCU position because he's Wolverine and he can't be specific yet.
That's
Probably.
true.
You're probably right.
True.
That's the way I would look at it.
Let the record state, I, Jay Good, requested Taran Egerton as Wolverine. What, 2 episodes ago?
Yeah, and a lot of people
Last one.
requested John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic, and look how that's turning out.
It doesn't matter.
I personally like John Krasinski as Wolverine. John Krasinski, if you ever want to come on this podcast, we have a chair. You're more than welcome to come join us.
We will kick the job out.
No,
Or Jesse.
we have another
We'll
chair.
kick-
No, I'm excited about that. We're
Yeah.
talking about X-Men in the MCU. I'm down for it.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about Taran Edgerton personally in that role, but he's a good actor. So, can the same guy who played Elton John play Logan?
Yes.
I think it's possible.
We'll see. We shall see.
You know, Elton John's kind of close to a Predator. I mean, he wrote the theme song for The Lion King. So,
He also wrote Tiny Dancers.
yes, he did. Dancer. What singular?
Tyner Dan- Ty-
Tyner Dancer?
Tyner Dancer,
Diner Dancer.
which was covered by Tim McGraw.
That should never
Great
be done.
cover. Great cover.
That's a little suspect.
Avatar 2. You're excited about Taron Egerton. How excited are you about Avatar 2?
Never saw the first one, so
You've never seen
never
Avatar?
seen Avatar.
Do you even movie?
Yes,
It's
I
the highest grossing movie
I
of all
get that.
time.
I get that, and I just
I
have
think
never
even
watched.
I've seen that one.
Yeah.
And I
Good for
seen
you.
The whole time.
2009?
Sounds about right.
Yeah. I just haven't watched it.
You should probably watch
I
it.
probably should.
Well, this whole discussion is moot then.
But I'm
Anyways, in the first one, I'm spoiling it for you.
okay.
Should have watched it. Sigourney Weaver's in it.
Yeah.
Great. Love Sigourney Weaver. She dies. She's back in this one.
Did she
And that's her character.
okay, who is that?
This is Sigourney Weaver.
Just a new character?
Yeah, apparently. She's the other one's child. The other guy.
What?
Yes, she plays the offspring. They apparently put her soul into this thing.
Okay.
Do you even know what it's about?
It's
Blue.
Pocahontas, isn't it?
Kind of Pocahontas.
Basically Pocahontas.
But they take humans to this world and they have machines where they can put their minds into avatar bodies of the creatures that live on this world. So that's what that is.
Okay.
But in the first one, the whole premise was they're humans and they're just neural linking into the bodies. And then they find a way to spiritually somehow infuse their bodies into it. But she died.
What did her avatar die or did she die?
She died.
Oh, okay.
They put her under the mother tree thing, but just silliness. This bit fell flat because you've never seen Avatar 1.
Sorry.
And that's the problem.
You should have told me that before we came here. I would have watched it.
Well, it had Giovanni Ribisi in it. He was like the CEO guy who was in charge of everything. Obviously, one of the bad guys. And then the other bad guy who was in the mech suits, who also died, he's back in it too. So those have to be flashbacks. But she plays this character who is the two main characters now offspring. How that works, I don't even want to know. How many neural links had to happen?
That's some downloaded souls.
Downloaded
situation.
souls.
Sorry, I have nothing to say on this because I don't know what's going on.
Anyway, Sigourney Weaver, great. We love you, Sigourney. You can come on the show as well. Preferably not the same day as John. That'd be quite a bit.
Back to back, shoot them both.
But Mike Flanagan's the guy who did Haunting a Hill House and Haunting a Bly Manor.
Okay.
He's the director. He's making another one for Netflix. But the article that I read was talking. It's called The Fall of the House of Usher. So surely not
Usher.
surely not Usher himself. But whatever it is, it's supposed to have a different tone than what the other two had. I really like those shows.
Oh, yeah. Well,
but
did you actually finish Bly Manor?
maybe not.
Yeah. So how can you say you liked both of them when you didn't finish
Okay, so
Bly
what I've seen of Bly Manor, I really liked.
Okay.
It was creepy,
It was creepy.
but
I still liked Hill House better.
Haunting Hill House is a great series.
Yeah.
He's talking about making this new one and how it's going to start going in a different direction. But I saw that Henry Thomas is coming back and returning to play somebody in this one.
Okay.
Did he play a role in Bly Manor? He did. He was like her
yes.
psychiatrist or something.
No. Was he? I'm trying to remember. It's been a while now since I've watched
did.
it. Yeah,
That's
he
what
was in it.
He was like her therapist or something.
Yeah, because
Did-
Bly Manor took place. It was more like a story set. So it was the little girl in Bly Manor. She was having her wedding, and it opens up, and then the mother from the from Hill House was at the wedding, and she was telling a story about what happened at Bly Manor.
Oh,
But the little girl doesn't remember anything that happened when she was growing up there. But like all these people that are at their wedding know and remember, and she's telling the story of it, except for the little girl. She like, doesn't remember it.
it was creepy though.
It was creepy.
So I'm excited about that because Mike Flanagan does good work.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's what something happens when you make good stuff. People return to watch the rest of your stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
That goes for anybody's stuff.
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things, perfect example. Come on, Duffer Brothers, don't drop the ball now though. You guys can come on the show too.
Not at the same time.
Not at the same time. Come on, guys. There's a
Yeah.
wait list.
Need a big table for all that talk.
They don't even know where we are in the world.
Not
The
yet.
Duffer Brothers might though, because their whole show is set in Indiana. So
Filmed in Georgia, though.
they may have a general idea.
Why can't they just film it here?
I don't know. I have no idea. It's stupid.
Because
I
they-
thought
I
it
could
was filmed.
literally film on my block, and it
Yeah.
would probably
Yeah.
work.
It definitely would work.
Hawkins is about the size of Lacrosse. Yeah.
It's a little bit bigger. They have their own police department.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
So it counts.
So it's counts. Yeah. Pretty much.
That'd be cool.
Pretty much. So
Oh.
Disney's woke.
Oh, yeah. Super woke.
We know that Disney's woke. And they want to impress upon your children wokeness.
They shove it down our throats.
Yes. Oklahoma Theater threatened to fast forward through the Lightyear same-sex kiss scene. I don't think it actually happened, though.
No, I read an article about it, actually.
Why even threaten it?
I don't know.
If you're not gonna do
They threaten it so that way they can get people to come to it, and then they're like, "Psych, gotcha."
You already paid for the ticket.
Yep,
That's probably true.
it is.
Well, but-
It's just stupid. It's like I don't even know. I don't even know what to say anymore. If you're
Well, Did you see the stuff with the new Baymax series?
yeah.
Did you watch the clip?
Yes, I watched the clip. I didn't know Baymax was a female.
I don't think he was buying them for himself.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he was.
I don't think so. The whole show, the premise of the show is him helping other people. So I think he's there buying them for someone else. But that's not the problem with the scene. The problem with the scene is that there was a
Tampons?
trans person also giving suggestions. So a
Oh,
man
I didn't see the trans
giving
person.
suggestions on which tampons to use.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I saw the man saying like his daughter uses these. Which
Oh,
is
there was
weird.
one that guy, and then
That's
there was
weird,
another
too.
guy.
But I'm pretty sure Baymax is the trans.
I don't know about that. That's not how I took it. I guess
I don't know how that can happen. He's a robot.
he obviously doesn't
Is
need
it
them.
Bimax, Gay Max, or
Bimax.
Trans Max?
Wow.
What are we doing?
Baymax. What are we doing?
And that
Baymax?
sucks because that's such a great. That is a really good Disney movie. Big Hero 6.
Big Hero 6 is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they're gonna do a series about Baymax and make him a transgender robot,
They already did like an animated one.
yeah,
Series?
it was like a
It was like a shorts thing.
yeah.
It wasn't very good.
No,
I watched a few of them with the kids and I was like, it's just not there. The
Yeah.
content's not there.
no. I don't know why we need tampons on a Disney cartoon.
This is also true.
Like, why are we showing this stuff to kids? Ever since Turning Red came out, and now everyone's like, oh.
Yep. Because they think it's relevant.
Because they want, I don't, yeah.
Because it's pushing an agenda on your children.
Yeah.
That's the point. And we disagree. So with that in mind, Daily Wire's been putting stuff out. They're in the works of putting out some stuff for kids.
Mm-hmm.
We already know they've been making movies to kind of counter the wokeness of Hollywood in film, which I also have qualms with. And I think it's important to share as well. Like, we are a Christian podcast here.
Yeah.
We're all believers in Jesus. Our recommendations are typically based on that to some extent, on what is appropriate, what is inappropriate. Daily Wire stuff isn't Christian stuff.
No.
It's conservative stuff, but it isn't Christian stuff.
Right.
And I think a few of the things I've seen in the movies kind of hint towards that they're still willing to compromise in a lot of ways that I don't agree with, And I'm not saying that all our movies have to be the pure flicks.
Yeah, they're not out there cutting language out of their films.
And they're not, yeah.
They're not cutting sexual content out of their film. No, because the Terror on the Prairie, there's a scene in there.
Is there really?
Yeah. It's not,
and it surprises me.
and it's not like, it's not long, and you don't even notice it really. It's really quick, but it is in there. It's like, okay, well, you're trying to change you're not doing anything.
You see?
Yeah.
That bothers me.
Yeah.
How are you any different? The only thing you're cutting out is the woke stuff.
Right.
So you're cutting out homosexual stuff. You're cutting out transgender stuff. But that's you're still objectifying women the same way Hollywood is.
Right.
How are you any better? Your language is still just as egregious.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say it's like middling.
No.
Run, Hide, Fight had so much language that I thought it was a detriment to the movie.
Yeah, it did have a lot. And I will say Terror on the Prairie had less language in it, and I think even the Shut-In one had a lot less.
Definitely less.
So I think they are kind of getting away from some of that to an extent.
And maybe it depends on who's writing, who's producing, and who's making the movies. They're not trying to limit them, which I respect. But at the same time, I would challenge you, and Ben Shapiro, you could come on the show. How are you different? You have to get on the waiting list, and I'm sorry, Sigourney comes above you right now. Maybe not after Avatar 2, but how are you any different than Hollywood? Truly.
Yeah. That's a fair question.
And I think it's important that we remember, same thing when you're listening to their politics or you're listening to any of their viewpoints, they're not looking at it the same way that we do.
Right.
I agree with most of what they have to say, but it falls short of they don't hold Jesus in the authority that we do as well.
Right.
So,
yeah.
But that being said, I think it's still important that we support them because they're in a better direction than what Hollywood is going. Hence why we saw the teaser trailer for their new show, Chip Chilla. Chilla.
Yeah, the chinchillas?
I believe they are chinchillas. So I was like, I see what you're doing there. That's clever.
Yeah, it is cool.
So I had him go ahead and pull up the trailer so we can watch the trailer for Chip Chilla.
We need some salsa for this.
Ha! It's perfect!
Yeah, that works. Not bad.
Oh, wait. There. Now it's perfect.
Oh, we gotta get the sign in there.
No, not
The animation reminds me kind of like
I'd say it's a hit.
some of the late 90s, early 2000s cartoons, like
Nickelodeon.
Arthur type, which I'm fine with. That doesn't bother me.
No.
There's not much on the story at this point, like what they're gonna do with it. But
I'm really sad that they went with Daily Wire Plus. They really caved to the pressures of society on that one.
Yeah.
But
sorry, I wonder if I'm gonna have to pay more for that, or if that's gonna be on there.
probably the same. No, I think it's fine. I think it's good.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see, and we can this might be a good opportunity to have our first guest. Maybe after the show comes out, we'll have one of our kids guest and do a bit and let them tell us what they think of the
I like
show.
that idea. Because
we have kids right in the demographic for what this is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Because whether it's a good story or not.
Right. They can tell Ben Shapiro what they think of it.
Mm-hmm. I definitely have no qualms with letting them watch it because I know there's not going to be anything bad in it for
Right.
kids. If they get anything right, I bet they'll get this right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But whether it'll be good or not is up in the air.
Yeah. I wonder what age demographic they're looking
I know.
at for it. That'll be interesting to see too when it comes out.
I did like the animation though.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, look pretty solid.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Again, it told you absolutely nothing, but
Yeah, it's a teaser.
That's unfortunate. Get no context as to what these chinchillas are about. Why should I be
what are they about?
invested in the
Do
chinchillas?
you know that chinchillas have a super high hair count? Like their hair is so dense. If you give them, chinchillas can't get wet. Like, at least pets. I don't know if they're in the wild anywhere or not. But if they get wet, their hair is so thick they won't dry and they'll mold.
I think my aunt has a couple of chinchillas.
You have to give them like a powder bath.
Powder bath?
Yeah, they just like bathe in like powder.
Are they like from what region, like country are they from? Are they Mexican?
Chinchilla? Sounds like South America.
South
Have to
America?
be.
Yeah.
Central America, something.
Okay, so they're Latinas. Okay. So
There's different. I mean, boys and girls, but yeah,
aren't Latinas just a general term for?
yeah. I guess you're
Wouldn't
right.
it be Latin people? Or...
It's Latin people.
I don't know where they come from.
I think my aunt has a couple though. So when the show comes out, maybe we can have.
I
could
guess
borrow a chinchilla.
Can we have- Chinchillas are really cute. They're just
Are they
something
aggressive?
different.
Will they bite?
Anything will bite.
Get the first chinchilla live review of it.
Yeah,
Chinchilla, what did you think of Chipchilla? That's funny.
that would be awesome. We're doing that. I'll make it happen.
Breaking news, breaking news. I'm your anchor, Carl Worcestershire.
And I'm Johnny Can't Decide.
Cut back to the green room, for a moment. So we experienced technical difficulties on set.
Oh, that is so funny.
Truly,
Oh,
I'm sorry. I've been thinking of that all week, and I'm like, yes.
so is that your middle name?
I don't know.
Not Mr. Decide. Okay. Oh,
we're gonna run
you
there.
should have warned me on that one. Shit, I'm Johnny Can't Decide. Okay. Today we learned that Anne Hathaway and her husband look just like Shakespeare and his wife.
Yes. Yeah, Bella Hadid, apparently Hadid.
Bella
Apparently,
Hadid.
thank you. Apparently, came out and was the one to discover this.
Oh.
And she asked Anne Hathaway about it. Her husband looks exactly like William Shakespeare, and Anne Hathaway looks like his wife, William Shakespeare's wife, who was also named Anne Hathaway. So the conspiracy theory is
Her
that
real world name.
yes. So the conspiracy theory is Anne Hathaway is a time traveler, and
who just
her
lived longer than her husband.
either that or her. And
Oh no, he's still alive.
yeah,
too.
yeah. So her, and William Shakespeare apparently was smart enough to change his own name, and Anne Hathaway just kept the same name.
Well, why not?
Yeah, I mean, whatever. But
Maybe after so many years, she switched names.
Maybe for a while, and then she switched back.
yeah, could have, yeah. So she's a time traveling witch.
Not a
And-
witch, no.
I think that's why. Why else would they be time traveling?
Because they're storytellers.
Mm.
So they're just around for centuries, just telling new stories.
That's crazy though. Like, if that's true,
Oh,
she didn't deny it.
if it's true, and she didn't deny it in the article. She
No.
didn't deny it one bit. So she's leaning hard into
Yeah.
it. But so be looking out, and you can meet Shakespeare
Yeah,
because it's true.
maybe we can have them on the show.
This is the episode of who we're gonna have on the show. This is what we're talking about.
Would Anne Hathaway and William Shakespeare please come on Popcorn and Coffee? Hashtag come on Popcorn and Coffee.
Again, we'll bring you on before Ben Shapiro, but not before Sigourney.
No, Sigourney's top
Sigourney
notch.
is
That's
probably
We literally had two parakeets for a while, and one was named Sigourney, and the other one was named Weaver.
oh, it's true.
It's a fact. But so thanks for listening. I'm Carl Worcestershire.
And I'm Johnny Can't Decide.
This has been PNC at 11. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, Mel Brooks turned 96 this past week.
Yeah.
So happy birthday to Mel Brooks.
Happy birthday, Mel.
One of the great filmmakers of all
He's
time.
of his genre for sure.
Yeah.
How familiar are you with Mel Brooks stuff?
I know Spaceballs, but outside of that, I can't put the face to the movie as much.
He had Blazing Saddles.
Okay, I definitely watch that.
Yeah, yeah, he knows.
I probably know more than I could recall.
Probably, yeah.
Young Frankenstein.
Yep, that's right.
Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Okay.
Dracula Dead and Loving It.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he's done way more than that, though.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been everywhere.
Those are like the top notches.
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
My favorite is Young Frankenstein. It wasn't the first one I'd seen of his, but that was the first one I think I seen where I actually got the humor and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, Young Frankenstein's my favorite. Blazing Saddles a close second.
See, I would have to say one of my favorites is Spaceballs, but at the same time, I feel like it's one of the only ones that doesn't hold up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like trying to watch it again is really, really hard because it is out there crazy. At least the other movies have decent plots that you can follow. You know, even Robin Hood Men in Tights is still one that you could revisit fairly easily.
Yeah.
Spaceballs has clickbait scenes or just scenes that are really good, and then the rest of it is not very good at all.
Mm-hmm. And that's like a lot of his films, they were like, they get to a point, like you watch them, like Young Frankenstein, you get to a point, you watch it so many minutes, and then it's like, okay, I'm done watching it. I don't even finish it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's at the point where the Frankenstein monster like kidnaps his fiance, and then at that point I just turned off because it's not funny the rest of the way through. It just gets weird.
Yeah.
But and a lot of them are like that. Even Robin Hood Men in Tights is the same way.
Yeah.
So.
But he's a comedic genius.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So
we didn't Armor Wars, Disney's
that's right.
Plus announced their Armor Wars series. So what do you think about that?
That'll be good. You get a lot of Don Cheadle. I'm a huge Don Cheadle guy, so
yeah. Do you think we'll get a fight scene in it at Hotel Rwanda or
I don't know about that now. It'll be interesting to see if Ironheart's in it, though. I know Ironheart's getting her own series, so she's like the follow-up to Iron Man.
Yeah.
She's a young woman who's able to build a suit and pretty much do the same thing that he can do.
Do you think that'll be his daughter? Do you think they'll wait on that and then like
I don't
wait
think it's his daughter. I think it's just some other person.
Oh.
You mean Don Cheadle's?
No. Tony Stark's daughter.
Oh, she's African American, so I would assume no.
Oh, okay. Well, they can make her white. Why not?
Not woke Disney.
They made Nick Fury black. Like
that's woke Disney.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they don't go the other way.
That's how that
Yeah,
works.
you can make white people black. You can't go can't go back.
No.
It only
You
goes
can't.
one direction.
That's not even I get it. It's a joke, but you can.
Okay. All right. That's fair. Fair enough. So when is that? I didn't see the release.
I didn't see it. They're going to start filming, so.
Okay, so it'll probably be 2024.
There's a couple other things coming out before that anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, that's exciting. Hopefully it's...
What, better than She-Hulk?
That's exactly what I was going to say, but I didn't want to say it because we had already talked
Yeah.
that to death. I don't want to talk about that anymore until we see it.
Yeah. I got to get caught back up on Miss Marvel. I haven't even watched the last 2 episodes.
Oh, yeah.
Which...
Is it fully out now? Or is it one more
I
week?
think there's 2 more episodes,
Mm.
so I'm too behind on it. But I haven't like stopped watching it for any reason. I just have been busy. So.
Yeah. You been watching anything else other than that?
No, I plan on watching Us tonight, probably. Maybe.
Oh.
No, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
That'd
maybe
be good.
Avatar? I don't know.
Avatar's long. You just got
I
to
probably won't watch
in.
that tonight.
Yeah, that one's probably a good. 2.5, 3?
It's probably closer to 3.
3.
Ugh.
It's visually outstanding.
Yeah, that's what
but-
I've heard.
Yeah, I think Us is more like an hour and a half.
Oh,
Probably.
okay.
Yeah.
If it goes over, it might be an hour 45.
It moves by a quick clip.
Yeah, I haven't watched a whole lot. We kind of started going back through Yellowstone again, just here and there.
No.
Turn an episode on. It's such a good show.
No movies.
No movies.
We're a movie podcast and we don't watch movies.
I know.
'Cause I haven't either. I've been so busy.
Yeah.
I've been so busy.
I think Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
All right.
This isn't Canada.
Nice.
No, I just haven't had time. So
Yeah.
we've been. There's a show that again, our living situation is not normal right now, so we're kind of at the mercy of other people. But we've been watching a lot of. It's called Alone. It's on the History Channel. So it's like a survivalist competition. People go out in the middle of the woods and up in Canada or in the Arctic, and whoever stays there longest gets like $500,000.
Mm.
But it's not like Joe. It's not just schmoes like us. It's
Yeah, they're
people
like
who've been
experts.
training their entire lives for something like that. And then one of them would just eat like drink water without boiling it, and then they get sick and have to leave the competition. It's just like crazy stuff. But we've been watching that, and then we started watching this other show. It's called Kings of Pain. I've only seen a couple episodes, but it's just two biologists who let animals bite them just to see like how it ranks on the pain scale. And that's it. It's super entertaining. The one guy's Australian, so that helps a lot.
I don't know if it's the same guy, but I had seen one of those type of things where the guy just goes and gets bit by spiders and snakes and things.
And they're getting bit by like venomous lizards the other day, so it's just like, oh, that's silly.
Yeah, it's like you have to have antidote on site, like ready to
Yeah,
go.
doctor's ready to go just to. The one guy's like, I've got the tourniquets ready. I'm like, golly, you guys are going all out.
Jeez.
Nope. They should do a reality show for people who are not survivalists, where we get to sit at home on our couches and see who can sit and watch the most movies before they have to get up and leave the
I'm
house.
sure that's already a thing.
Yeah. You think so? We need to find that.
I don't know.
Because,
I'd do it.
yeah, I know, right?
But other than that, I haven't been watching very much, unfortunately. Oh, I did watch. I take that back. I did watch. Excuse me. I can't remember. 2007, The Mist, with Thomas Jane. There's that Stephen King adaptation.
Any good?
I love that movie.
Really?
Oh yeah, I like it a lot. It's unfortunately it's one of those movies that fell in the period where graphically they couldn't do quite what they wanted to because the CGI just wasn't there yet. So it's really cheesy, unfortunately. But I really enjoy that movie. And it's got a lot of Walking Dead cast in it, which is really weird.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. How does that compare with like The Fog? Didn't The Fog come out around the same time?
I don't remember. That's the Julianne Moore one?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember that movie, but it did come out around the same time.
It's weird how those like
They
apocalypse
piggyback
movies.
They piggyback on purpose to make money. It's intentional.
Yeah.
Because you had Armageddon and Dante's Peak. You had Volcano and what's the one with Pierce Brosnan? Volcano had Tommy Lee Jones. Pierce Brosnan was in
Deep Impact?
No.
Oh.
It's about a volcano.
Oh. Pompeii.
No.
I thought Pierce Brosnan was in Dante's Peak.
Dante's Peak.
Yeah,
You said Dante's
you
Peak.
said Armageddon and Dante's Peak. You meant Armageddon and Deep
Armageddon
Impact
and Deep Impact, Volcano
and Dante's Peak. There we go.
Those and they all
Those-
came out the same year with each other.
Yeah.
Like, not all four of those, but just the two.
Yeah.
The Mist and The Fog. Come
Yeah.
on, guys.
Which one had the alien monsters in them?
That's The Mist.
The Mist?
Yeah.
Okay, I did watch that one.
And it's got a crazy ending. Crazy. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. Go watch it. It's on Netflix.
Uncharted and The Lost City. They both
Kind of the same.
They're treasure hunting movies. They just came out this past year.
True. It just happens. And at least it's not like they're both blockbuster movies. You always get, okay, I'm going to make a Jurassic Park movie. And then you get some B class, just straight to DVD, and it's Velocipaster. You know what I mean? Just to capitalize on, okay, there's Transformers in the theaters, so I'm going to make some just low budget robot movie. And hopefully people confuse it for the real thing, kind of thing. Always.
White House Down in Olympus Has Fallen. That was another one.
Boom.
That is true. That one is like on paper the same.
It's
Yeah.
the same movie.
Real Steel and Chappie. I don't
Kinda
think
the
they
same.
came out the same year, though.
No. They both have Hugh Jackman.
Yeah. They're both about robots.
Yes. What you been watching? Anything?
Not a whole lot on like the standard movie or TV front. I did watch a handful of short horror films people have made and just put on YouTube.
Oh.
There's some pretty solid ones in there. Most of them are like 15 minutes and under,
Oh.
but there's some pretty good ones in there. Obviously low budget, but some of them had real creative shots and like scene design.
Have you ever what's that streaming service just for horror movies? Shudder?
I'm not sure.
Is it Shudder? I didn't know if you'd ever
I don't
considered
know.
it.
didn't
It's
know
got
that
a lot
was
of low budget horror movies, and it's just like trying to get people exposure for their. So
Okay.
there's a lot of like, oh, this is only a 60 or 90-minute horror movie, but just to get new directors and new actors exposure. So, but it's also got big name horror movies on it too.
One of the ones that was real interesting, just in terms of concept, it was kind of like a high intensity shorter film. So it was like 5, maybe 8 minutes.
So it's just run.
But it's just one location, and it was called Curve. And it was basically this woman had fallen down what looks like part of a dam or something. So it's like concrete comes down, it hits a little curve, and then drops into an abyss. And she had somehow fallen on there. Like, it shows her waking up on this edge. And she's just like hanging on for dear life, legs broken, and that broken leg's the only thing keeping her on the edge from falling down. So it's just a high tension, basically no dialogue of her trying to figure out a way to
She's just screaming.
stabilize herself. And it just like continually gets more hopeless. And then there's a point where like she's just got blood all over her hands from the concrete. And one drop of rain lands on her hand, and then just more peril sets in. You're like, oh no, she's not getting out of this.
It was like 8 minutes, he said?
Yeah.
That sounds so intense.
Yeah, it was maybe like 5 to 8 minutes, something in that ballpark. But
Send me that link if you can.
yeah, I'll try and find it and send it to you guys.
Yeah,
It was
cool.
pretty solid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Thor this weekend.
Oh, yep.
So we'll be putting out an episode on just our regular YouTube review for that.
Yeah.
Probably Friday or Saturday night, I
Mhm.
would assume.
Mhm.
You're going to try to go watch that one too?
Yeah, I'll try and see.
I figured.
I heard, speaking of that, I saw Taika Waititi said that Thor's butt is going to be shown in it.
I
So
figured.
it's, no plastic. Just,
I feel like we're going to have a lot to talk about in this one.
there's,
For good or ill.
Yeah.
Again, Disney wokeness and how much it's going to start bleeding into literally everything.
I don't know how showing Chris Hemsworth's butt makes you more money, but
I don't think it makes you more money. I don't think people are going to this. People who weren't going to go watch it would be like, yes, I'm going to go now. I don't think that's a relevant
no, you
thing.
don't think so?
It'd be a very slim minority that would
Okay.
solely change their
everyone
mind
is
for
already
that.
a Chris Hemsworth fan. Literally everyone.
Yeah.
Whether you're a fan of like the Marvel stuff or whether you like him. I hear a ton of people rave about him in the Ghostbusters movie. He was in the female-led one.
Oh,
So a lot of people are like, we don't like that movie, but everybody loved Chris Hemsworth in it. You know, he does a lot of those just kind of weird comedy roles where he's
Yeah.
just being super cheesy. Chris Hemsworth, he's loving it. But
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. We'll see what we get. But anything else on your end?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
You want to take us home? Park the car.
All right. If you like what you see, head over. Please like and subscribe on our YouTube channel here at Popcorn and Coffee. You can also check us out on Apple Podcasts. Leave us a review and subscribe to us there at Popcorn and Coffee. We're also on Google Podcast and Spotify. If you want to DM us, you can follow me and DM me at JahazielGood on Instagram. And Jesse over here
At Popcorn and Coffee. Yeah, I
Nice.
manage the main page.
Yep. Yeah, that's all I got.
Fun. That's all for today, guys. Thanks.
Bye.
See you.